This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel Game of the Week.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Fall League. Happy New Year! Special holiday edition, doubleheader today. We got best of 5 between the Braves and the Phillies in the Fall League, 1980-83. We'll just get right into what has happened thus far. Game 1, Phillies, Braves, Steve Carlton against Phil Niekro. And Lefty struggles in this one mightily early. They almost knock him out. He's on the hook so many times. Strands a bunch of runners. Braves put like 13 men on base in 4 innings, only get 4 runs. But they add on against the bullpen of Ray Searage and Dick Tidrow. This is a sloppy effort. Really disappointing performance, really by both teams. It's a 9-5 final. Braves should have probably won this game 12-0, but yeah. 9-5, Atlanta beats the Phillies in Game 1. So we'll move to Game 2. And it's Eric Schau, free agent by the Phillies, against Charlie Huff. That's right, the Braves decided to combine the knuckleball power of Phil Niekro and Charlie Huff together in Atlanta. In this game, Charlie Huff makes one mistake early. 2 on, 1 out. Hangs a knuckleball, and Mike Schmidt figures it out and blasts it over the wall. 3-zip. They get another RBI single by Lonnie Smith in the 7th. Eric Schau has 8 shutout innings, 3 hits, 2 walks. Is pulled to the 9th for Tug McGraw. Basically, to get Tug McGraw on the right track. He's really struggled this year, but they give him a 9th inning with a 4-run lead. Gives up an unearned run. It's a 4-1 final. Phillies get a split. Then in Philadelphia, Game 3. It'll be Mike Madden for the Braves, Ray Burris for the Phillies. Phillies get out to a hot lead early, and this is the Steve Yeager game. My goodness. So Philadelphia used to have Bob Boone as their catcher, backup catcher, and they let him go. And they were looking on the market. They found Steve Yeager, unprotected by the Dodgers. So they signed him as the backup to Keith Moreland. In the 2nd inning, Steve Yeager RBI triple. In the 3rd inning, 2 on, 2 outs, 3-run dinger, Steve Yeager. What's going on? He's driven in 4 runs. The Phillies win this one 6-4. Burris, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Brewster gave up a couple runs in the 8th on a 2-run homer by Gary Matthews. Tug McGraw gets a legit save here with a 2-run lead in the 9th inning. And your Phillies have taken 2 of the first 3 games. They'll try and end this series in Philadelphia in a Game 4. Let's look at the standings here as well. In the National League East, one of the more competitive divisions. National League is very weird. The Reds are running away with this division. Portland, pretty similar. And the Astros, almost the same thing. Yeah, it's going to be hard for those 3 teams to not win their divisions. And Philadelphia, by winning 2 out of these 3, is looking up as well, which is very important for Atlanta to win the next 2 games and get within a half game with 1 more series left. Not to mention the Mets and Marlins are in close enough proximity. So this is the most competitive division in the National League. The National League East. Remember, Philadelphia was in the Super Series, what we like to call the Fall League World Series because we play it on Super Bowl weekend. Philadelphia was the Super Series loser to the Expos last year, a year ago. So they're trying to get back to it. Today, Braves, Phillies in the city of brotherly love, Hotlanta. They will trot out Tommy Boggs. Tommy Boggs had a really nice year in 1980 for the Braves. 12-9, 3.42 ERA in 192 innings. And the Phillies will send Dick Ruthven Nails. 82, 3 days rest, 11-11, 3.79 ERA. Competent. There's a word we like to throw around with Dick. He's competent. He gets his job done. It's not really that fancy. And that's that. So, Boggs Ruthven from the vet in Philadelphia. Let's get started. Leading off for Hotlanta, it is Gene Roof. 1-8 is a base hit for the Bee Stealer. Jerry rolls Royster, 42. Rolls to first. Runner moves up. For Dale Murphy, 32. Skies to left. And with 2 outs, it's John Mayberry. 4-12, a comebacker to the mound. Bottom of the first, it's Lonnie Smith leading off for the Phillies. 58, second X. Len Randall's a 4-22. It's a base hit. This Speedy Smith at first. Ferguson's got a 0 arm. He's taken off. He's in there on a 1. And do we get the T rating? T 1-9. You're darn tootin'. Ball goes into center field. Smith ends up at third base. Runner on the third for the recently, rest in peace, Pete Rose. Sad part of baseball in the fall of 2024. The all-time hits leader, Pete Rose. Here's the pitch to Pete. 57, pops to short. Greg Gross, 46, short X. Rafael Ramirez, 2E42. And that's a single off his two-ness. That'll score the run. Mike Schmidt, 2-7. Single 1 to 17 gets it. 2 on 1 out. Bate McBride, 2-9 lines out. And Keith Moreland to Fielding, 39. Single dot. And the Phillies have a 2-0 lead. Unearned runs, 2 on 2 outs for Rob Wilfong. 69. Off the Boggs card is triple. 1 to 5. Double the rest. It's a 3-bagger for Rob Wilfong. He had 5 of them, actually. And the Phils are rolling here. All unearned. Well, actually not all unearned. Yeah, just one of them was unearned. Larry Boa, 55. Lines a third. 4-zip. Will this be what the Phillies need to give themselves some breathing room in the National League East? Gary Matthews, 59, skies to right. Jeff Burrows, 47, walks. Len Randall, 2-3, fielder's choice. And Rafael Ramirez, 2-8, base hit to left field. 2 on, 2 outs for Joe Ferguson. 47 is a walk. The bases are loaded as we go back up top to Gene Roof. The roof is on fire. Here's the pitch to Gene. 69 off of Ruthven. Homer 1 of 4 if he got power. He doesn't. Double the rest. 2-base hit. Do we want to run Ferguson here? 10 runner, 11-12. Against the Maddox arm with Jerry Royster up? Sure, let's do it. He is going to be thrown out the plate against the -2 arm. Oh my. You were given a warning probably to not do that. He has a -2 arm. If you just paid, he didn't. If you just took, yeah, if you just believed in that, you shouldn't have run him. Got nipped by 1 dice roll there. So it's just a 2-run double. Guy gets thrown out the plate, cuts the lead in half, 4-2. I guess you take the risk down 2-1 in the series. Plus down in the overall standings in the National League East. So I could see the aggression. It just didn't pay off. Bottom of the second, Gary Maddox, 2-2. Third, Lonnie Smith, 45. He walks. He'll take off. He's got the green light, and he's going to be out stealing this time. Pete Rose, 2-9, is a grounder to second. Jerry Royster, 2-9. It's a base hit. Dale Murphy, 39, single 1 to 2, lines out. John Mayberry, free agent, signed away from Toronto. 59, pops to second, and with 2 outs, Royster might attempt to steal to get in scoring position. He's in there. So now he's at second with 2 outs for Gary Matthews. 2-8, and Gary Matthews hits a single to center field, and he is going to run. Royster. 17, 18, 19, -2, Maddox. This time, not a good enough throw. It's 4-3. And Jeff Burrows, 35 is a walk. Ruthven struggling here. Len Randall, 5'10". Short X, you got Boa. The fixer at short. He's a 2 now. First time Boa's been a 2 in quite some time. It's always used to him being like a 1-8 at shortstop for most of the 1970s. And that's the end of the inning. 4-3 Phillies, bottom of the third. It's Greg Gross. 2-8, base hit. Mike Schmidt, 2-6, single to center. Gross holds at second. Bate McBride, 63 off Boggs, second X. Your second baseman is Len Randall. He's a 4-22. It's a base hit. Single dot. Loaded, nobody out. Keith Moreland, 4-11, right X. Gary Matthews, a 3-13 in right field. Not very good. It's a single dot, and the Phils are rolling. You're seeing the kind of questionable defense with Atlanta here. The Braves do win their division in 1982. The other 3 years in this timeline, they're not that great. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Infield has to come up for A. Bunting, Rob Wilfong. 47 off Boggs is a K. Are we approaching a point of weakness for Tommy Boggs? You need 10 hits or 8 hits and 4 walks, and I'll call it BPA. A broken pitcher. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more hit or 3 more walks will do it. Boa. 2-7, single dot off the Boa card, and I think, yeah, he's going to have to finish this inning broken. That's too many hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just checking. Just double checking, folks. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 hits. He's broken. All right, runners on the corners. Going to bring the infield up for Gary Maddox. 1-6. Let's haven't looked at a card. Let's take a look at Gary Maddox. He keeps on rolling. Just keeps on rolling. 70s right into the 1980s. 284 in 82. 1 minus 2E3 in center field matters the most. 1-6 is a double to left field. That'll score 1. Boa's going to run. Here we go again. He's only a 16. And the left fielder is Gene Roof, but he's got a horrendous arm. He's a +3 arm. Yeah, he does score. As much as Strat-O-Matic wants to have my guys throwing out on the bases all the time, he's not. That is a 2-run double, and it's getting ugly here. 2 more batters, and then we'll just take the kid out and bring in the fight doctor to take a look at him. Lonnie Smith, 2-9, triple 1-16 is a triple. And 1 more batter is Pete Rose. 1-8, Pete Rose, single to left field, and there it is, folks. My goodness. 2 1/3, one of the earliest exits. Normally I let my battered, beat-up pitchers of weakness go at least through 4 innings, unless they bat around in the 3rd inning, which is what just happened. So with 7 outs recorded and the Phillies leading 11-3, the Braves are going to send Gary Christensen out there. Gary was with Kansas City in 1980. It's a good news, bad news story. He was 3-0. The bad news is he had a .523 earned run average. But he pitches from the left side. See if that helps. He comes on in the 3rd inning with a runner on 3rd and just 1 out. Excuse me, a runner on 1st and 1 out. And he'll face Greg Gross. 67 is a K. Mike Schmidt, 1-9 is a walk. 2 on, 2 outs, Bate McBride. 46. Double 1-4, single ... My goodness. Well, so much for the National League East. Keith Moreland, 68, flies to right. 12-3 Phillies into the 4th. It'll be Rafael Ramirez, 53. First X. Pete Rose, really good with the glove. He's a 2E6, makes the play. Joe Ferguson, 44. Catcher's X. Moreland's a 4E8, makes the play. And Gene Roof, the roof's on fire, 65. Short X, it's Boa. And he makes the play. Bottom of the 4th. Rob Wilfong, 46. Double 1-4. Gets it. Boa, 45. Homer 1-12. Flies out. There's a mercy there. Gary Maddox, 2-5, double 1-17, RBI single. My goodness. Still just 1 out. Lonnie Smith, 1-8, fielder's choice. And with 2 outs, Pete Rose, please get out. No, it's a base hit. And we have to run over into another inning. Unless I can get somebody run on the bases. Let's have Lonnie Smith try to run the third. Maybe he'll get thrown out on the bases. He doesn't. Well, he's on third for Greg Gross, who hits double 1-3, another RBI single, and this thing is getting ridiculous. Runners on the corners for Mike Schmidt. Grounds to short, and it's 14-3. Well, well, well. What a holiday. I'm sure you're having some tremendous fun out there in the new year of 2025 in the city of brotherly love. 14-3, the Eagles beating the Falcons in the 5th inning. Jerry Royster, 38, walks. Dale Murphy, 49, single and a 4, base hit. John Mayberry, 49, single. Gary Matthews, 2-4, line outs to first. Burrows, 110, center. And Randall, 69, homer 1-4 double is a 2-run double. 14-5, they get a safety. Second and third for Ramirez. He grounds to short. What a wild 4.5 innings it's been. 14-5. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right, Christensen. Oh, he's hit his past his point of weakness. We just need to get through this game. We have a fantastic bullpen that's not even... yeah, whatever. McBride leads off. 55 walks. Moreland, 49 singles. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Wilfong, 2-7 Ks. There's an out. Boa, 69, second single dot. That's right. Point of weakness. Runners on the corners. Maddox, 67, sac fly to center. And with 2 outs, Lonnie Smith, 55, single 1-17, gets it. 2 on, 2 out. Pete Rose, final batter for this guy. Oh my God, it's a single dot. What a debacle. So again, we've exhausted another pitcher beyond exhaustion in a 17-5 game. This guy could not get through the 5th inning. Does he also pitch 2 1/3? He also pitches 2 1/3. Jeez, my goodness. So we've gone 4 2/3 so far. And now Gene Garber, Kevin Soche, and Rick Camp, the golden, awesome bullpen of the Braves, have to pitch in this fiasco. We'll start with Garber. Let's look at some cards, because this guy's great. Gene Garber, 4-6 with a 2.59 ERA in 59 innings in 1981, the year of the strike. We'll try and get the Braves out of the 5th inning here. He will face Greg Gross with runners on the corners and 2 outs. 38, single to 1, he lines out. See, the beauty of scoring this is that I know all of this junk here in 3 innings, that's all Boggs, and all of this junk here is all Christensen. So it's going to be easy to score. And then Garber's line will start here, as this game just needs to end, obviously. We go to the 6th. Joe Ferguson. 110 is a base hit. Gene Roof, 66, second X. It's Wilfong, a 2E5. That's a double play. And Royster, 45, short X. It's Boa, and he makes the play. Second inning here for Garber. Schmidt, 1-7. Let's take a look at a card because we don't have much of a game. We could talk about the cards, though. Mike Schmidt's 1981 card. Historically, for me, since I got this, set, and I had a carryover league many, many years ago, Mike Schmidt has set the single-season home run record in a carryover league in the summer, where he hit 30 home runs in a summer league in 64 games. And there have been some guys chasing that mark. Johnny Bench once hit 24 in about 58 games, something like that. You've had Hank Aaron hit 22. But Schmitty has the all-time, or at least my all-time, home run record. If I had to pick one guy I'd want to roll, wanting a homer, it's Schmitty, with either this or the 80 card. 1-7, homer 1-12, and after all that, it's a double. Oh boy. McBride, 47, pops to third. Moreland, 1-5, short. And Wilfong, 57, is a K. So, and Garber's Day, after inning and a third, he does not give up a run. It stays 17-5. We're going to pull Dick Ruffin as well. We're going to get the Philly bullpen involved a little bit here. Ray Searage, left-hander from the Mets, 81, 3.65 ERA, 37 innings. The 1981 inning pitch totals are low because of the strike year. It was the year of the strike, so inning pitches were low. You get a lot of outlier performances because you have a small sample size. Dale Murphy, 1-8, is gone. It's 17-6. They got the extra point. John Mayberry, 56, pops to short. Gary Matthews, 2-7, single. Burrows, 57 Ks. And batting for Len Randall, just something to do, will be Aurelio Rodriguez. He'll take over at third, and the other guy will take over at second. 58, flies to center. Stretch time in Philadelphia. It seems like it's been stretch time in Philadelphia for quite some time, as the fans are having a great time today, winning 17-6. We're enjoying this fantastic R&B. The R&B years, various artists, but I'm telling you, some of this sounds a lot more modern than 1955. This seems dubious. We got the Valentine's breakaway on this one. Soul Mine, Lee Dorsey. And just check out Geno Parks. That's Gene Purifoy. The Bobby and Gene and Bobby Purify. That's who that Geno Parks is. This bass tone is out of control, folks. Plus, it's live. I don't think that's him. I think this is Robert Gordon with Link Ray. But anyway, we'll just call it Geno Parks because that's what it says right there, right? Bottom of the seventh in the 17-6 game. Kevin Soche will come on in the seventh. Larry Boa leads off. 1-2, grounds the third. Maddox, 66, lines the first. And with 2 outs, Lonnie Smith. That's a trap drum kit as well. I don't think this is 55. 1955. That's just me. We're going to double check this later. Left X, your left fielder is Roof, a 3E16. And he does not catch it. And Pete Rose, 2-5, grounds the third. We're just going to move through the pitchers here without, don't need to show the cards. Tidger will pick up in the 8th, 17-6. It'll be Ramirez. 56 is a K. Joe Ferguson, 66, 0-1-8 single. Gene Roof, 66, 0-1-9 single. Jerry Royster, 36, homer 1-4, double. 17-7. Second and third for Murphy, 46 is a K. Mayberry, 58 is a walk. Gary Matthews, 2-8 is a single. 17-8. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Jeff Burrows, 2-4, grounds to short. 17-8. Rick Camp will come on in the 8th inning. One of the longest, dullest games I can recall playing. Gray Gross, 2-4, grounds to second. Schmidt, 5-11, second X. Royster moved over there. He makes the play. And Bake McBride, 45, 1-1 double. And Moreland, 1-8, is a fly ball to left. 9th inning. Oh, we'll let Warren Brewster finish it. Warren Brewster in the 9th. And here comes your Braves one more time around. A-Rod. 52 lines a second for A-Rod. Ramirez, 210. Homer 1-10, misses it. And Joe Ferguson, 63. Pitcher X, E0. That's your ball game. 17-8 is your final. You know something, folks? I smell a rat here. Let's try this. Yeah, that's what we're looking for here. I'm pretty sure that that we're gonna find that Cleveland 78. Here we are. I'm pretty sure. I'm willing to guess that, yeah, that was Robert Gordon here. We'll find out momentarily. Anyway, in a 17-8 final. Yep. So, there's Spotify with some dubious information. We'll score the game. Brewster scoreless ninth. Tidrow gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk and 2 Ks. And Ray Searage gives up 2 hits, a run, and a K. And Ruthven gets the win. Didn't pitch that great. 9 hits, 5 runs. All earned. 4 walks, no strikeouts. Camp gave up a hit. Socia gave up a hit. Garber gave up a hit and a K. They were great. Oh boy. Christensen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits and 5 runs. All earned. A walk and a K. 2 and 2 Ks. And Boggs everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. 12 runs. So much for the Cy Young Award, Tommy Boggs. I don't think you're going to get it. A walk and a strikeout. 1009, 0108. 1725, 815. 5334, 3453. That's, my goodness. My goodness, folks. The Phillies have taken control, it seems, of the National League East by beating the Braves 3-1. The Braves had their chance, and they blew it. Sorry, Atlanta. As they now are 3.5 games back. We'll see that momentarily. Let's take a look at the stats of the two squads. Phillies are now 14-8, hitting .303 with a .372 earned run average. Schmidt, he's got 10 home runs in 22 games. Could potentially get to 30 if we don't play that many games in the fall league though, so I don't think so he'll do it. Atlanta falls to 12-13. Sadly, they are hitting .253 with a .471 earned run average. Phil Niekro 6-1. That's good news. The sluggers aren't necessarily slugging. I only see a couple guys with 5 dingers and some guys with 4 dingers. And when we look at the overall standings, this is the problem here. This was the chance. You see what happened. The Phillies just rip off 3 straight wins, and it looks like the National League will, some pretty dull division races as the Fall League gets into its final set of games. Not a lot of drama here in the National League. So break up the Phillies. They beat the Braves 3-1. Happy New Year, everyone. We'll see you next time.